as well, and this isn't the roughest of rallies, but the movement in the car, even on something which we would consider fast and smooth here in Finland.
Exactly.
Can't even begin to imagine how you do that
in Greece,
in rocky terrain. Yes.
Yeah. Our whole career, we need to keep this book just in front of our eyes, and we never, I mean, I'm touching wood, but him or none of those high co-drivers did any mistake by reading a pace note. So that's quite a magic. And I was saying this morning that you hold literally your book with your hand, and at the end of the rally you need to stretch a little bit your arms, because it looks like you get some spots. But no, what I was meaning is that in the case of Scott Martin, he's reading the pace notes from the top to the bottom in 2 columns.
Yeah.
It seems to be more or less English way of reaching and reading pace notes. I had the pace note of this section, and tomorrow or in the next days we will speak about pace notes, especially on WRC TV. We will have a topic about it. And yesterday I had the opportunity to speak with Scott, and he explained his symbols, all the system of notes. That was quite impressive.
Rovanperä now approaching final split, and the first split in for Elfyn Evans. He is faster than Kalle by half a second. Again, there's not much in it. Molly Pettit's at the stage end. She's just spoken to the Zero car. He's reporting what we can see out there. It's very tricky. There's a lot of water in the ruts. And certainly now, as you're seeing on the corners, that the ruts are a little bit deeper here.
That's not that bad for the moment, and the drivers can expect that. Let's say they are not surprised.
Yeah, I think a couple of them mentioned this morning, even at the stage end here, we were starting to see a little bit of ruts, even with just Bakhtiari Matti. So they said, you know, they were expecting a little bit worse. Maybe they expected it to be in worse conditions second pass. So it doesn't look too bad at all.
The rhythm of this stage is really high. Big break. And did you mention also about those anti-cut poles that we have here in Finland, Estonia? Since the beginning of my career, and now it's stage end for Kalle and Yone. It was a kind of a concern for everyone, because the organizer wants to keep the roads in a good shape, let's say. But what do you put? A kind of stone, but it can be moved, removed. And those kind of anti-cut poles in the end has been the best solution that we could have. Because if you touch it with the car, it looks light and easy, but if you touch it with the car, you have some big damage, puncture, or you damage the front bumper.
Let's cross out to Molly and hear from Kalle.
Kalle, previous stage, it was a stage win, even though you said you were quite upset with what you'd done in there. Compared to the information that you had for this one, what was the stage like?
It was quite okay, let's say. For sure, this one is a soft stage, so it gets quite rutted, but yeah, overall the feeling was quite good. Let's see how the others come, but clean stage for me again. Definitely quite tricky condition at the moment.
Yeah, we can definitely see that. We do have Thierry Neuville in the stage. For some reason, we're not seeing the pictures coming through from his onboard. So he is in the stage, and he's setting level pace with Rovanperä at the opening split. Elfyn Evans now a second slower. Up at the third split point, almost 8 kilometers in.
And we see that Scott Martin, the co-drivers, always hold a pen in their hand, because you can adjust some notes during the stage. The driver will probably say something, or you will have kind of a moment or something that you realize, a kind of compression, a cut that is quite hard. And so at this point you are able to just put a small mark or a small sign in your pace note, and once the stage is finished, you read it again with your driver and you adjust it.
Yeah, we were lucky enough to be on board earlier on this morning, where he made just a little asterisk above something and then come back to it at the end of the stage.
0.3 of a second off the podium place going into that stage. Were you happy generally, though, with the pace up to that point?
No, not really. I wanted to be more More close to the front or lead. So I wasn't really satisfied, as probably you could hear from the stage and the interviews as well. I mean, it was not bad, but I wanted more. I didn't come here to fight only for the third place or fourth place, so I was not really satisfied.
Obviously, we've not seen the car. You have. You're limping. Can the car be fixed, or is that game over?
I really guess it's a game over. I mean, the chassis is for sure pretty fine, but I guess the engine is quite bad, as we went straight front first to the trees. Yeah, the rear is also touched the trees, but yeah, it's only fabric or carbon, so this is easy to fix. I mean, and all the sides are fine. The doors are untouched, so it's just the front. But I guess there is something broken on the engine or gearbox. I don't know, to be honest, but there is a lot of stuff next to the car, not attached. So I don't believe we will continue.
Such a shame, but pleased mainly you are okay.
Yeah, that was the first thing what I said to Janne when we stopped and I saw that he's moving. I said, okay, we are alive. So it was quite scary when I realized that we are going straight to the trees and my side first. It was not a nice moment.
Thank you, EP. Back to you, Kim.